This video was mainly just going to be an Obi Toppin video, but I do want to talk about the starting, not just the starting lineup, but the 10-man rotation Tom Thibodeau is going to be running. So before we start the video, I want to hear your comments down below on what you think their record is going to be. What do you think Obi Toppin is going to be, Rookie of the Year, or just a serviceable player? And what do you think the starting lineup is going to be? So let's hop in. Let's talk about the Knicks. Obi Toppin didn't set the world on fire during the preseason. He played 4 games, 25 minutes per game, shot 37% from the floor and 9% from 3. So that wasn't anything. It was just unspectacular on defense too. So he is one of the only 2 power forwards on the team, the other one being Julius Randle. So he'll get playing time even if Tom Thibodeau doesn't want him to, probably. I'm just kidding. Tom Thibodeau knows he's got to play him. But, Toppin's got to show some defense. I know Tom Thibodeau's the best coach to get, the best defensive potential out of any player due to the type of coach that he is. But one thing that I do find kind of stressful about Obi Toppin is how slow-footed he is. He's literally got cinder blocks 4 feet, and he's going to just be a power forward. I don't think he could play center. Tell me down below. First off, Nerlens Noel and Mitch Robinson's got that down. We'll talk about the 10-man rotation Tom Tibbs hinted to later in the video. But what I do want to say is that what scares me about Obi Toppin is the fact, what if he can't become the scorer that we thought he was? Everyone touted him so highly for being this guy who's going to be able to continue to be a really good scorer in the NBA straight out of college, which I don't see. I think he's going to be a 13-point scorer at the very least this year. Maybe he can get 16 to 17 a game, but I think Julius Randle's going to get a lot of those minutes. And Obi Toppin could be a really good 6-man or scoring guy off the bench this year. But I really want to see him, because first off, Tibbs isn't going to play him unless he tries hard in practice, and not just trying hard in practice, trying hard on defense in practice. That's one of Tibbs' biggest things. So if Obi isn't doing that, then we know he might not be getting hella minutes or as much minutes. So hopefully Tibbs can get this guy to play defense, and we know his limits and his weaknesses. Hopefully he can be an adequate rim protector and being a good rebounder, at least on the offensive and defensive side, and hopefully he can be a 34-35% 3 shooter for the team. I don't expect him to set the world on fire this year, but I do expect him to be a decent player for this team, which they expected when drafting him, and obviously when they drafted him, they expected more from him. So, not more from him, but to be not instant, but a decent contributor his first season, and then hopefully by his second season he can develop. So that's just one thing you got to think about. So let's now talk about the rest of the team, which I think is the interesting part. This year it's going to be definitely an interesting year for the Knicks, because I feel like it's going to be a year Tibbs is going to be filling out the roster, trying to figure out what he's going to do. And right now, I know who's not going to be playing is Austin Rivers. He has a pull growing, and Ignis and Theo Pinson are probably going to be just scratches from the regular roster, the rotation. They're going to probably be active, but they're not going to probably be playing unless they had to be. So Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel are probably going to just interchange each other during the game. Just Robinson's probably going to start Noel off the bench. And then Randle and Toppin are only 2 power forwards on this team. So Randle obviously going to start and probably play almost 40 minutes, probably 35 to 40 minutes a night, 30 to 40 minutes probably a night. And they'll probably give a nice 18 to 20 minutes to Obi Toppin to start his first game. Now, Kevin Knox is going to back up RJ Barrett. I don't know if they're going to probably split that 25 minutes, 24 minutes each, or just play the hot hand right there. Obviously, RJ Barrett's the better player right now, and RJ Barrett's going to start. And it's just how they're going to run Kevin Knox. Is Kevin Knox going to get some time as shooting guard? Or so it depends on how Tom Thibodeau feels about how Kevin Knox. I think Kevin Knox could be a really good 3-point player and do a lot of stuff that doesn't pop up on the stat sheet. Just a hustle player, be a presence defensively. I do have potential. I think Emmanuel quickly, out of all the rookies, really earned his time, and he's going to be a guy who's going to come off the bench, maybe their 6-man or something. In the sense, not 6-man, but being their point guard off the bench for Alfred Payne. That could be something. I think the shooting guard is just going to be Burks and Reggie Bullock were 2 guys there. We could see Payton and Burks being the start with Smith Jr. and Frank Ntilikina coming off the bench. But I really think Quickly is going to be playing alongside Smith Jr. and I don't know. I don't. Frank Ntilikina is a really good defensive player, so we could see him being played because Tom Thibodeau loves defensive guys. And maybe Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be the guy who's going to just be a healthy scratch. He's not going to play at all. So this could be the end for Dennis Smith Jr. As a Knicks getting a lot of minutes. I think Quickly's going to play over either Smith Jr. or Ntilikina. I think he's going to play over both of them. But one of them I think will play out of those two guys. Elfrid Payton will start. Burks will start. Bullock will probably back up our guy, Alex Burks. So it's just going to be interesting, especially when you look at the team. There's Miles Powell, but I don't think he's going to play. And there's Bryce Brown could play also. But another guy, he's one of the rookies, and I don't think the rookies out here are going to play besides Emmanuel Quickly. Omari Spellman could play at power forward, but I don't think he's going to play either. So it's just interesting because they have a lot of guys who are young who probably, like Miles Powell, Bryce Brown, Jared Harper, Ignis, probably not going to play. Omari Spellman might play, probably not. Theo Penson, not going to play. Dennis Smith, probably not going to play. The guys I could see playing is Alec Burks, Reggie Bullock, Nerlens Noel, Elfrid Payton, Julius Randle, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly. That's what I see as the 10-man rotation that Tom Thibodeau hinted to. So that's just like what I see it as, in my opinion. As you guys know, I want to hear the Knicks fans or any type of fan you are, just basketball fan in general, down below in the opinions in the comments. I don't know why I was going in the comments, the opinions. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys think of this. Who do you think should play? If not, who will be playing? I think it's just going to be really interesting to see who does be in the 10-man rotation. This is just going to be probably a wash year for the Knicks. They'll probably be a low lottery team, so I think they'll be in the 10 to 15 range. I think they will be a better team than they were last year. I think Tom Thibodeau will improve that. I love the guy. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a championship caliber coach, and actually, in my opinion. And I could really see him using this job to maybe build up the Knicks again and be a long-term job, see it as a project. But it's just really interesting to see what Tom Thibodeau is going to do with this. Obi Toppin, I don't think he's going to be that great this year. I've never been that high on Obi Toppin. He's all right. Doesn't keep me up at night. But yeah, let me take a sip of water because you know what I am? I am thirsty. Well, yeah, that's been the video, guys. We made it to the end. End of the video, gang. What up, what up? Hit the comment section. Let me know if you made it to the 8-minute marker because that's what we try to make it for all our videos because that's how you get that sweet, sweet ad ready to do. But yeah, that's the same to you guys. I hope you guys have a great day because I know I will. So nice, guys. Puppies. Oh.